Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is good. So, price just about hit our level there. It didn't quite hit it, but it's hit our first one, and now it's come down almost to the second one. And now it's popped back into trend. So, let's have a look at the liquidations and see how things are looking. You can see everyone is short right now. All the orange and yellow are 50x, 100x leverage. Now, if price moves from their entry price just 1% or 2%, they'll all get liquidated. The green level is people betting price is going to go down, and the red is betting are people betting price is going to go up. So you can see the huge skew. There's $3.1 billion betting on short, and only 800 million betting on long. So the majority of people in the market are wrong. So if everyone's betting to go down, the chances are they are wrong. So we bet the opposite. That's very roughly how it works. Now, if we look at the liquidation heat map, the 48-hour isn't telling us too much. So let's just have a look at the 3-day, see what's telling us there. It's just building up a wee bit of a range. Again, nothing too much. But on the weekly, you can see, look at this. If we look at our scale, the bright yellow is 116 million. Look at all the bright yellow there. Now, if you were price, if you were the market, where would you go? You'd come get this. But if we look at the 2 weekly, every 2 weeks, look, because we've got this push up here, we've got this pop. A lot of people have gone long on the back of this pop, because you can see it here, not a lot of people, but you can see the increase. This didn't used to be this bright. This is as bright as that now. So if I'm price, I'm thinking I can go all the way up here to get this. Or I can come down here and get this so much easier. I can go from 83.5 to say 81, or I can go to 83.5 to 89. It's so much easier to come down and take this. And I believe we're going to get a breakout soon. So that would make sense for it to pop down and take this last bit before moving up, and then take the last sweep of liquidity and then go up for the big stuff. Because if we can see here, this is just, it's all there for the taking. So if you're feeling bearish now, price will come for this. Don't you worry. So if you want to get out, at least get out when it comes back up to here. You know, do yourself a favour there. Now we can see the daily exchange volume, the 7-day moving average. This is just basically all the volume across the exchanges, and how does it look in a 7-day moving average. Now if we look, it is starting to round off. When we see them round off, we tend to get the move. So you can see this, if I just jump on it, yeah, you can see that. It's really starting to round off now. So I'm hoping that when price decides to move up, this rounded off and price is ready to, volume is ready to come in with that price ready to move up. Now, for me, it would make sense to come down and take this. I don't know why price wouldn't do that, so I'm still thinking it's going to come down and just take that. It's just sitting there for the taking, so I don't know why. So I think it will come and take this, and then I think it's going to form a low somewhere in here, and that'll be the higher low. And then we go for the breakout. Now, look at the volume up here. Huge amount of liquidity up at 89,000. If we go on the weekly, huge volume, 89. So that's why we put our level up here. Looking around very roughly 89. Price will come up here and take this liquidity, and from there, we really need to see the volume coming on this exchange. If this volume starts ticking up when we're getting this breakout, or we're seeing strong volume coming in from here on this breakout, then we know that the move's backed by the volume. And that means that we can trust the move and we can get behind the move, because this is very unlikely to be a false move when there's real money getting injected into the exchanges in real time. And if you look at our global liquidity, this is an interesting one. I think we're on the 77-day. Look. That was the bottom. Now, the way to use this global liquidity is use it as direction only. It's not going to tell you how high it's going to move or anything like that, but it'll generally follow the direction. So the low, it's kind of rounded off there and started moving up, and that would coincide with hitting this liquidity and breaking out of this range. So I'm very interested. I'm watching this, keeping my eye on it, because we're either going to break out here and run all the way up, or we're going to break out, or we're going to maybe drop down here and carry on for another month. Maybe get some sort of double bottom and then go. You'd think how scared everyone would be here on that. That would make sense to do it, but so we have, it's either about to break out or we've got one more month left, but somewhere in this time and area of end of March to end of April, the breakout's going to be happening. So we've got a lot to look forward to on what's to come here. And if you think on the background of how bearish everyone is as well, it makes me even more kind of bullish. I think we're going to find a higher low there, or we're going to get a double bottom, and then we're going to move off from there. But just how much I'm seeing there, price, it'd be so strange for price just to leave that there. It never leaves that liquidity. So I see a quick tap down, maybe something like that. Take that. Yeah, let's go something like that. Very technical there. Yeah, but something like come down, take that liquidity off 80,000, and then time to go up and try and take that one. So if you find this useful, guys, I go in great detail just of the liquidations, the market data and all that. And I also just want to show you the big picture here as well, just because I understand people are bearish. So whenever I feel bearish or anything like that, it's always good to go on the big picture of how things are looking. So these are the two peaks from the last bull market. If you haven't seen this is a huge head and shoulders pattern. And it's breaking out. There's a breakout, it's broken above the neckline, and it's coming back to retest it. So even though this feels crazy and the world's falling apart, we haven't even broken structure. We're still holding this support, and we've got a huge trend line that's developing, and it's already hit it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and it normally breaks on the 4th or the 5th. So can you see why I'm still bullish? Because to me, it's just a breakout, a retest, break of that trend line, and off we go. Until it starts falling down and closing below here, then we have nothing to worry about. It's just price doing its thing. So try not to panic when price isn't breaking structure. And if you can do that, that is a huge step forward, because price it doesn't move in a straight line, but it's not breaking any structure. It's just finding its feet on this retest. If it starts breaking down, then we can reassess and see where we go from there. But right now, it's just a huge bullish pattern, breakout, retest, ready to break out and get going again. And then on that, I'm going to put my last angle on, I think, and then we'll ride this trend all the way up, and then we'll bank some cash at the end of it. So guys, if you like these updates, please like and subscribe. The subscriber count's again moving quite fast. It's like, I think we've definitely caught onto the algorithm here, which is it's good. So please keep hitting the like button and keep the comments coming, because that's all helping the channel grow, guys. So that's brilliant. Yeah, so I'll come back same time again tomorrow, around about 8 to 9 UK time. Always here every single night to give you guys an update and to keep you in the market until the very end. So have a good one, guys, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.